Welcome to the fifth episode of recap of week number 4.
And 3 because we haven't done.
Yeah, we skipped the one because
we
some of us
busy.
had to work. Oh, she actually had to work. First, we're gonna do a recap, and then we'll tell you what all this stuff here is all about.
For the past 2 weeks, I kind of got used to what we're eating. The diet doesn't bother me. I feel like I have more energy. We try to write down how we feel each day, and I do see improvement. I also feel less hungry, although the diet doesn't include any sweets or meat or I mean, we fry less and less stuff, and surprisingly I'm not hungry.
I don't miss sugars at all.
Yeah, I can survive with eating lunch and then not having any snack afterwards. Nothing, no dessert. Yeah.
So I was in Manchester for 2 days. I was shooting this thing out of London. We went for dinner, and like the only thing that kind of fit this diet was something that had small, like some rice, and then basically vegetables on a stick, like shish kebab out of vegetables, which all tasted the same, they're completely tasteless. And they gave me this small pot of whiskey made glaze, like, you know, to pour over. And I tried just a pinch of it, and it was so sweet. And I remember having this stuff a lot of times before that, and it was kind of, it's sweet, but it's still, you know, it's kind of a barbecue sauce. But it just, I think, like my taste buds changed already, and it was, I couldn't even touch it.
Yeah, because of Halloween, I think at work we had quite a lot of sweets on tables, but I sort of saw them and like, okay, I'm not even like craving them. It's cool. I took some pictures of those sweets, but then obviously I didn't touch them. So I'm training my resistance. This is what I found during my lunchtime. And I'll stick to my vegetables. And also in the mornings when I'm waking up, I feel like I'm properly rested, I had proper sleep. So today, usually on the weekend we wake up quite late.
You sleep too much, right?
Yeah, but today I woke up before 8, I think, and I was completely fine. I was just maybe lazy, but I was sitting still in bed already awake.
We can definitely already see the change. And another thing we stopped doing, because now we were doing every day this, you know, checking ourselves, like how much we weigh and all these urine tests and everything. And there has been like almost no changes, except for weight, which has gone down in both of us, I think.
So we just decided to do it weekly now.
Once a week, because it doesn't.
Less hassle for us. And so our usual breakfast is scrambled eggs, either with spring onions, mushrooms, salad, spinach,
cheese.
or nuts. And then we every day I think we eat also smoothie. Also the porridge. But it takes basically 2 days to make like good, beneficial, nutritionally porridge. So we also share the recipe later on. So that's for breakfast. Then for lunch, usually some steamed vegetables with sort of sauces or some beans.
Sweet potatoes.
To get some proteins and some beans.
I learned to love the sweet potatoes, really.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Halloumi pad thai. It's amazing. And for dinner we usually have salad, like loads of stuff in it.
Change ingredients every now and then. This is video.
So one thing that I noticed now that when I was in Manchester, when I went eating out, it's not so hard. Like if you're a vegetarian, I know it's a bit harder to find something to eat if you're a vegan, but it's much harder to find something to eat with our kind of diet, because you can't eat anything made out of white flour. And you go anywhere, like you have falafel wrap or anything, it's usually either that or it's some processed half whole meal flour, or I don't know, it has either pasta or it has white rice. And I think we set the bar really really high for this, because you know, the rule of this diet is not to completely go strictly to it, but to kind of, you know, try to stay away of certain foods. The very big thing with this diet is that you need to cook the majority of things at home, which is also a really good thing, because then you know what you're eating. I don't know if this makes sense what I just said, but probably.
So let's come now to snacks that we our rescue pack. So when you feel really peckish or your hands start shaking and you really need to grab something quickly that gives you a lot of calories, I think the highest in calories are dried fruits. They're really sweet, and the thing is that you can't eat a lot of them. It's not like, if you think about Twix or sometimes you just can't stop. Yeah, you eat and eat and eat, and it's so good. And the more you eat, the more you're craving. But with sweet fruits, first of all, they're not processed, they're healthy, and you don't eat too many of them because they're sweet, and you feel fine after a few
But it
bits.
does give you the sugar kick, because they have loads of sugar.
So they kick quickly. And the other snacks are nuts, walnuts, cashews.
And dates, these are one of my favorite. This is like a sugar, this is pure sugar.
Sugar bomb, but to me it's too sweet. I can eat half of one day.
I take one, and it's kind of just, it's like eating a candy, seriously. You take one and it pumps you up.
You can basically dose your snacks having like small box of nuts and fruits and take it to work, or it looks like processed, but it's not. We went through like ingredients, and there's few companies that do this sort of bars, which is basically gluten, wheat, dairy-free bar. So these are just mixed nuts and dried fruits. So because
a lot of dates as well.
Because the sugar from dried fruits keeps it together a bit sticky. It's 105 calories, so it's really not that much. It's like 500 or 600 for the Mars or Snickers. The other thing is obviously fresh fruits.
Nature's candy.
But these are these small sachets drinks available also in small jars, but jars are quite inconvenient and you look strange, to be honest, if you start eating from the small jar in the bath. While this you just grab and suck it.
Plus you can take it on a plane because it's less than 100 milliliters.
If you don't want to buy the most expensive water in your life on the airport and the flight is short and you need some liquid with you.
Perfect. Basically smoothie for kids. Professional tip, which I don't know, we're not professionals, but it sounds much better if it's a professional tip. If you want these kind of snacks that are healthy, full of vitamins, non-processed, just go to the
baby section.
Exactly, baby food section. Everything is really healthy there, and you'll get loads of this kind of stuff.
This is top shit.
It's
this
amazing.
Is organic, non-processed, 100% fruit and vegetables smoothie. Imagine how much time you would spend to blend it, pack it, take it with you, and this it's producing
it's plastic, so
waste producing, but it saves your life sometimes.
One more thing which I think is important to say, it's just today basically we have just added one more thing to our diet which we have originally excluded, and that's fish, because we found out that fish is actually really good for you.
Because it has a lot of omega-3 acid.
You should stick to smaller fish, so either sardines or anything smaller than that.
Or seafoods.
Yeah, or seafoods or freshwater fish are really good, much better than sea fish.
Because all these big fish, especially I was checking FDA recommendation for eating fish and which of them contain more mercury, so basically the toxic metal that is present in this big seas. So the shark meat, it has the most of it, because the shark obviously is in the end of this food chain, so it eats everything smaller, and everything smaller has been eating this mercury, and so it's a big accumulation in the biggest fish.
Thanks for watching. See you again next week. Stay healthy, have fun cooking, and don't eat junk food.
See you soon.
Ta-ta.